Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I think this is going to be the second post I do today. And today's video is going to be my SSO more controversial opinions. Now, I should state this real quick. I haven't been playing SSO for very, very long. I think I've been playing SSO for I want to say 4 years now? 4 years, going on 4 years. Very fun, very good game. So just these are all my opinions. This is not meant to, if you have a different opinion to this, that is no issue. I'm here to support everybody else's. It should be no means a fight for opinions, just be yourselves, think what we want. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So my first SSO opinion is the global shop ruined immersion. Now, I've seen people say this before and how it ruined the fact that people would run around and look for a top you wanted for your club, and now you can just click this little button down here, global shop with Hay, and you just get everything. Also, the fact that you don't even have to search now, which I'd say is a very good way. Don't have to go put color and then you have to search. You find out you don't even have it because it's locked. I think global shop is it's good, but I think it ruined the point of going around to search for things. It's really sad, but I think it's good. So you're in the middle of something and you really need to top all of a sudden for a club, and then you can't find it because there's no global shop. You have to run in the whole map, but you can also now find it in global shop really quickly. My second opinion is there is a little bit too much realism. And character wise, I think they're fine. I personally really like these characters and the way these horses are modeled now. But the way the game can be nowadays with realism, obviously there's some aspects that aren't very realistic, like you jump off a cliff and there is milestone, and there is absolutely 0% chance that your horse dies, obviously. But the way this game works sometimes, it feels like it's either not realistic at all, or it's just a bit too realistic. Character and horse wise, enjoy. I think these characters are excellent. I love the way they look. Just maybe more wise with a racing quest, the way how we're able to just gallop all the time. I think it's nice, but also not very realistic, because you just gallop around the whole map and there's no warning. I think the care stuff is nice. Actually I'll say for that one, because now the next one is sometimes clubs are taken way too seriously. Now, this is not meant to be a slam off to any clubs that are really strict, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's up to them. It's up to these people that join. Clubs that I mean are taken too serious, as you have to have really strict attendance, you need to be on. Those clubs I feel like sometimes are a bit too much. This is a pixel horse game, if you remember. This is an online thing. I don't think you should feel like you need to log on every day and make sure you're on 24/7, make it to events. If you're that type of person, that's perfectly fine. I mean the clubs that turn it into drama, that turn it into a massive deal if you're not on for an event. I'd much rather be in a club that is way more laid back, that I can do my own things and still not have to stress about I've got an event tonight, I've got to do all this tonight. I'd much rather deal with that than have to do this whole thing of okay, I gotta plan out my schedule, gotta make sure nothing clashes with event times. Big clubs as well. A lot of big clubs that I see are so cool, like Sun Force and what's the name? It's Saturn something. They're so cool. They don't seem to have strict attendance at all. They also look really sick. Never those clubs. Never ever those clubs. I mean the clubs that I expect you to be on as much as possible, which I do understand if you want to stay active in a big active club. It's the clubs that are so strict, that need you on every single day for hours. It's no, guys, no. Next opinion I have is the chat system's too strict, as in the way the filter works. I see a lot of people complaining about it, and if you're a frequent chatter and you'd like to like speak to people, you will understand how bad it is. You can't even say letters. You can't even say, I couldn't say hello yesterday to one of my friends, and I was like, what the heck? It's not when, like, there's some days where people will bypass the chat filter, and it's not great because people will say horrible things to people, and I'm like, guys, come on, this is like, isn't nice. And there's other days where you feel like you can't say anything. SSO's physically, well, obviously, it's just the way the chat filter will work, but it's so bad. I swear it never used to be this bad. It's now just this, like, oh, it's like a 75% chance that it's just not. Oh, thanks. There's like a whole 75% chance at this point that it's just not gonna work, which is so infuriating. Imagine if you're seeing clubs that use chat. How do you think they're coping? People that use club chat, how are you coping? Because clubs that use like Discord for like events will find it is obviously so easy. Discord is no filter. When it comes to starstable, you probably can't even say curl set pre go. Probably will scream at you if you try to. It's a whole other thing. Because of how bad the chat filter gets, and then you can't say anything, and this whole thing. One of my next big opinions is some of the big graphics updates and the UI change wasn't really needed. I was there when the UI changed, and I remember hating it. I hated it to bits. I missed that old one. And I remember just getting on and getting up, and I was like, what the heck has happened? Because obviously you used to have them, I think it was bottom right. It was bottom right, wasn't it? I think it was bottom right they had. I genuinely don't remember, guys. I'm sorry. I think it was bottom right, and I just remember hating it. It felt so weird. Everything had moved, and I was like, oh great, I don't like this. And then it slowly grew on me, and eventually I was just kind of like, okay, it's okay. But I liked the old one. I liked the blue. I liked the way the map worked. It was so cool, especially with the phone mechanics. It was so fun. And then it's all clear. I do like it. You get more screen stuff, but it's sad because I really, really, really enjoyed the other things. But we can't have everything we want forever, can we? With the big graphics, obviously that came absolutely years ago before I was like on SSO, but big graphics changes to like Moreland, for example. If you look at a picture of Moreland from like then and a picture of Moreland now, it's such a massive difference, and I do understand why they needed it. It's the game's gonna evolve and it's gonna change, but people that kind of like grew up on this game don't get to see these like the old place. And I get it, you're gonna miss it, but sometimes you just need to change. It's nice, but sometimes I feel like having like Jarlaheim, for example, that's not updated. Jarlaheim's still not updated, but quite a few places are. It's sad to see that SSO like still has it like that. I wish they'd update everything, or they'd kind of update it all at once and not leave for months. I do get it. They have to like, what's it called? Trial and error it. Oh crap. Need to trial and error it, and I do understand. I completely understand that. It's the fact that some places like also like Golden Hills, like the city area, the villagey city area, it's all old. That's a really old place. And then you go to like Golden Leaf Stables or like Jasper's Farm, and Jasper's Farm's undated. Golden Leaf Stables is updated, and it's like so sad because it would be so nice to see everything like in one place updated. There's not just like half of it undone, if you get what I mean. It'd be so nice to see like, hey, also because Marchingas Castle, if that's how you pronounce it, sorry guys, I can't pronounce anything, but if Marchingas Castle was updated, then why didn't you update like the little town area with it? Yeah. Same with Epona. Epona's been untouched for years, and I mean years. Got released and genuinely hasn't been touched since, which I understand because it's not a really popular place, but it's the fact that I have it unlocked. I do my dailies every day, and it's really sad because there's just nothing fun to do, and I do get it, but like it's sad because I'd love to see more quests if that place is updated. Like if Star Stable ever got the chance to update Epona, I'd love to see them like, oh, going a bit far. I'd love to see them update and put more like quests and stuff, not just this one little thing. So Star Stable, it's like, if you're hearing me, we'd love a Pwn update, but I would. Guys, let me know down in the comments. Is there a place you'd like to be like updated again, or would you like to see the old graphics back? I see so many people wanting the old graphics back, and it's like, looks cool, but it's just the way the game's sadly gonna update, and it's really upsetting to see that some people will bash Star Stable for updating places that really needed it, and it's sad, but can't really control the community. Sorry guys, it just penalty added me. Great, alright, bro, already? We're at 0. Sorry, my next opinion is the new characters are better than the old ones. I was here for a little bit of the old characters, like the second updated old characters, because if you've seen, we had Giraffe Neck. Okay, Star Stable. Okay. But you had Giraffe Neck, then you had the updated, like, second updated character, which is the shorter neck. And then they had these ones, like, the more unrealistic. I do get why people won't like these, like, it's a massive upgrade, but the people that genuinely still complain about it to this day is a bit insane, because it's been, what, 3-4 years? And these people are still like, oh my god, we want those characters back, and I'm like, guys, come on. It's gonna get to a point where you're just gonna have to get used to it, and it's sad that people still complain about these characters. You can't change it, you can't get rid of it. It's just something you have to deal with, sadly. Obviously, you're allowed to not like them. I completely understand. You're allowed to have an opinion, but it's when we've had them for years, and people are still like complaining. They're like, oh, can we get the old characters back? Oh, can we get them for a new update? And it's like, I understand, but guys, come on. Like, it's really sad to see that people will bash Star Stable for doing an update. Yet again, as I said, that the graphics update, people will bash Star Stable for years upon this. They're gonna update these characters to like tall aliens like by 2097, and people are still gonna be talking about these characters. Okay. As I think these characters are great. I think they're such a good upgrade from what we had. Our bodies were the same. I found that really upsetting because, well, like, what if a more overweight person was playing this game back in the day? They only had one option. It was just this. It was just skinny, more skinny with more curves. Nowadays, Star Stable is so much more out there. They're so much more inclusive by giving everybody multiple body weights. And I know some people really want skinnier body weights, but I think we should be happy that we are being given more inclusivity when it comes to body weight, more hair, more access to like characters and faces. So much better than just being preset with a few things. It's much nicer than just all that. Another one is the community can be genuinely really rude to people. No matter who you are, if you've had major drama in the past, like if you go through if you go through insane drama, people will never forget it. Now, if you're from UK servers, you'll know who Elizabeth Grandpa is. Sadly, very very well known person for the wrong type of reasons. Can't explain on here. YouTube would demonetize me. I'm not monetized or anything, but they'd probably take that in the video. Every time she's online, she's not a good person, but she's always slammed, and me and her, we don't have beef, but she DMs me on Discord and like doesn't say great things to me, and it's kind of being get to points like, yeah, this is the reason why everybody doesn't like you, because she's been in my friends' DMs before talking about them, telling them, oh yeah, boyfriend. It's been really confusing, as well as how if you make one mistake in the community, people will just bash you for or bring it up constantly. The amount it's so bad to see older adult players on the Star Stable community. Well, not saying they're all adults, sorry. Not all of them are adults, but more older players, people that have been playing for longer, be so sometimes incredibly rude to newer players. It's so upsetting to me. As somebody that chats a lot and tries to be friendly with everybody, it's so sad to see how many people are so constantly rude to each other, no matter if these kids are like trying to ask a simple question about the game or asking for help. There will be people that will be rude. Sadly, it's horrible to see, especially when these kids are asking for simple help. Oh, why did I get a penalty? Sorry. how many people that will just, you ask a simple question, like a newbie asks about a club thing, and then they're slammed. Like, oh, why are you asking that? You're not like big enough level. It's so sad. People are trying to learn the game, and there's gonna be rude people, and it's horrible. I love to see a community that helps new people like learn about Star Stable. It would be great. So you see like the non-Star Stable, like the non like Strider clubs, which is great to see, but also like sad because they steal all my members. No, I'm joking. It's okay. I don't mind. It's okay. It's not an issue. But it's super sad to see because how many people get bullied off the game because people. It's horrible. I'd love. Sorry guys, that was my brother. My brother came and disturbed me. Whoops. It's okay. Okay. Click, click, click. Come on, Lara. Oh, got another level. Perfect. So my next opinion is older generations have better coats, like coat colors, and the amount of times that, because obviously the only time they release coats like these are for magical horses, it feels like. The amount of like old horses I've seen that have really, really cool coat colors, like I will pull up a few photos of what I mean. Like if you go into the older generations of like, is it Appaloosa? I actually don't know. Older generations of like Appaloosas or like just older generations, Gen 2 mostly, they had such cool coat colors. Like their coat colors were so much more unique than just same bay, palomino, grey horses you say nowadays. It's sad because I'd love to see more like coats like these, like this Criollo, which is a special horse from the Summer Days event. Would love to see more coat colors like these and more unique ones that you don't see around. Horses with heterochromia, maybe horses with like cooler like leg markings, or just maybe markings all over the body. When you get like palominos, you have like little heart markings. That's adorable. That's really cute. I'd love to see more, especially with how they look. It's so much cooler than just this. Obviously you have seashell horse, which is so cool. I don't think I get cool with this again. I love this horse. I got both. Of course I did. My next opinion is that the game is too expensive. Now, we've all heard this so many times. Star coins are too expensive. Everything's too expensive. But I think the game is too expensive for how much you even get, like, inside the game. You get to buy horses, but once you buy horses, what do you do with them? You ride them. Some people will buy horses, train them, then just obviously leave them, which is fine. That's up to them. But what is there really to do in the game once you finish the quest? Like me, no quests. If you go on here, oh sorry guys, gotta make sure I actually get over the jump. Oh crap. But you see, I have my quest thing on, and spoiler alert, none. I did do a ton of my rep, to be fair. I still have a lot of rep to do. So I'm currently working through my rep, and incredibly how boring it is to do it, especially with Jamie Oliver Tree. I'm gonna have issues with her. She's taking ages. But I'm on for like an hour and a half every day, do like my dailies, and then I'm off. I get it, we have access to speak to people, but people that don't want to be more social, that just want to log on, maybe they're not having the best day, they just want to log on, get their dailies and do it. That's just some people, obviously, if you pay once, it's like, what, £50-60, that's UK wise. Don't know what that is in other currencies, sadly, but you pay that once and then you get everything, which I think is good. But I think if you're paying for like months and then you play for like, because with this Hayden LakeCat account, I got this account, paid for 3 months, and then I just paid for 3 months. No, I paid for 3 months and a month. So I paid for 4 months, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. Then I paid for it. I've seen people that will buy lifetime. I saw somebody on Instagram once that paid for lifetime and then played for about a month and never played. Which, it just let you like grind up the star coins. But if on my old account, if I go on to my banned one, probably about got 10k star coins by now. And it's sad. I'd love to just transfer them, but it's so bad seeing how expensive Star Stable is, and I don't know if they were any cheaper before. I am not too sure on that, to be honest. I don't know if Star Stable were like really cheap back in the day, but I'm not sure on if they were. Like, I've seen people say that they were more cheaper back then, like a couple of years ago, which I do expect because they were a more smaller game ish at the time. No, definitely not as like big as now. I think they were bigger back in the day. Oh, I don't know. But like, seeing how expensive star coins is now, like, what do you mean I need to pay like 20 quid for 1,000? No, and that gets you what? One horse and like two eyes to close in this inflation. It's not great. And then maybe back in the day, you could buy 1,000 and get like a lot of clothes, and maybe it's still one horse because obviously horses were still quite expensive, but like with how much it was, with how much it probably cost, it was not great. It's so sad to see how expensive the game is, and people will just like pay for it and get bored, then they don't realize you're still actively paying. So the amount of times that I made a new account and was paying for monthly for about 2 months, I didn't realize. I was like, where's my money going? I was like, my money's gone because I've been paying for Star Rider. So it's not great. It's not great with how expensive the game is. I do understand that people like won't pay for the game and then won't pay for the game, do the free trial and then they'll just stop, which is completely understandable. I think I do that too. That's what I did over here for this account. The next opinion, one of my final ones, is the main story is cut off so abruptly or it was just rushed. Now, little spoiler alert, if you haven't heard the main story quest, I recommend skipping a little bit of this video until we get to the next couple of bits, because I think this will be quite a spoiler alert. So if you've played the main story quest, you will understand that you have to go save Anne. Now, obviously this game's meant to take place over a few months. It took me about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, because I've just grinded for days. I just did quests, I paid for everything. It was insane. But saving Anne and doing all this stuff either felt too long, like doing all your like reputation and stuff with Valedale took ages. Like it felt like it took so long, and then doing this quest took a day, took maybe a couple hours. Obviously I skipped through it, I don't care, I don't read, I just figure it out. But the amount of times I would find like, okay, I gotta do this, and then I do it, and it's like, oh yeah, take your time, and I could just gallop past it so quickly. Again, spoiler alert, when Elizabeth obviously dies, it's depressing, but it felt, oh god, I missed the checkpoint, but it felt so rushed. Like, there was, okay, great. There was no, like, build up. There was no, like, oh my god, this is so bad, this is so bad. Obviously, there was a bit of a build up to it, but it wasn't like, oh, of the long thing. It just, to me, it felt pretty rushed. And the way the story quest is just abruptly stopped, that they haven't touched for years, by the way. For years, apparently. I think it's been 3 years since they've done this. Oh, I can just go down here. Sorry, guys, I forgot. Sorry. See what I mean? No fall damage. My horse should have died there, guys. That could have been deadly. But, like, it was so bad when you do all of this, and then it just stops. You do this whole thing in, like, the statue place. If you get what I mean, like, the statue bit in Opponent where all the horse statues are. Yeah, there. You do that with that whole fight thing, and then it just kind of stops. I don't know, I think it was Darko that gets pushed. I think it was Darko, I don't remember. But whoever gets pushed into that portal, that just felt so random and so unneeded. Like, what? Like, why is he being pushed into the portal and he just kind of gets sent away? Absolutely no sense to me, but, like, okay, sure. I quite like the story quest. Now, I'm a big advocate for it. I think it's actually quite a good story quest. I think it was one of my favorites ever. But it's just the fact that it felt so rushed to me. Like, it felt like I could do it so quickly, and I did do it quite quickly. In, like, my opinion, I think that's the quickest I've ever done it. But, like, oh, hand I've crashed. But I see people that will take their sweet time, which is understandable. You let take your time. But for me, it's just, this thing is meant to take months. This is meant to take months on months. And then I did it within, like, a month and a half with a lot of star coins. But so much more worse, because I would have loved the story quest to continue. Because what happens is, yet again, kind of spoiler, you fight like a little bit of like Garnock and like the Dark Riders, I think. I don't remember. Yet again, it's been over a year since I finished this thing. And it's just, The soul riders sit down at this campfire and then nothing. Just cliffhanger technically. You've just left me on a cliffhanger. I was so angry when that just ended. Like there was no like, oh, come back for this. Actually, there was like a, oh, the story quest will continue later, and it's like, yeah, girl, you put that like 90 years ago and you still haven't finished. So at this point, I will pay to finish that quest. I really enjoyed it, especially if you also know, they do whoop. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss it again. If you guys know, you do the quest in Fort Maria Library, and you're gonna do again like a week of reputation. Boring, so boring. But I did that reputation, and it was like meant to be this whole large quest that's meant to take like a day and a bit. I just paid for it. It's just done. Can't lose this. 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 Ah! Sorry, I don't want to lose this, because that means I have to start again. It's like, yeah, but like that, I'm still annoyed about that abruptly ending quest because I wanted more. I will actually, we'll probably, I'll actually show you where I'm talking about. So let me kind of like run to the place. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this turns into 2 uploads in one day. I really hope this does. Thank you guys for a bit of the support. I've had a few people in SSO say they've seen my videos, and I'm so happy that people are seeing them. Makes me so proud. If you could like, subscribe, and make sure you are commenting and hitting the bell notification to be reminded when I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.